Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be going over another stimulus proposal that's being made right now in the federal government. And this stimulus proposal, unlike the ones from the past, this one is coming from a Republican. We've heard a lot from the Democratic side, and specifically House Democrats, but this one is coming from a Republican in the Senate, and it's specifically coming from Senator Mitt Romney. So let's go into the details of this proposal. Be sure to comment down below and tell me exactly what you think about this proposal, if this is something that can help you, because a lot of people are going to be excluded from this specific proposal. So let's go into the details. But before I get there, if you do like this content on this channel, definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you can be notified when I do upload new videos in regards to the stimulus packages and stimulus checks. So let's just dive straight into the details that are in this Patriot Pay proposal and really go into some of the things that are outlined in this new stimulus package. So one thing I want to mention right off the bat is that this proposal is really geared towards helping out those essential workers who are risking their lives every single day and risking their health by being on the front lines to help keep this country moving. And who are those people? These are grocery store workers. These are your healthcare professionals. These are your people who are working in food processing plants. And the list goes on, but there isn't a comprehensive list available right now. And I think that this is something that's needed, something that should be seriously considered and seriously discussed. However, I do have a question about the 33 million, yes, the numbers released today, 33 million Americans who are unemployed. What does this proposal have for them? As far as I can tell right now, absolutely nothing, and they're going to be completely left out. But that isn't to say that this is a bad proposal. I just hope that if this is taken seriously, that this isn't the only stimulus package that's passed. I hope that it is combined together with another stimulus package that is more general and can help more people. So the Patriot Pay is looking to provide a temporary bonus to those essential employees throughout the months of May, June, and July. So yes, it's not going to be an extensive period of time, but it's looking at providing a bonus of 3 months to these employees. And here is how it will work. So for essential employees that make less than $50,000 per year, the employer would receive a 75% refundable payroll tax for a bonus up to $12 an hour. And one thing to mention here is that the employer is expected to pay 25% of the bonus. So the government is not going to take on the full 100% cost burden of this, but the employer is expected to help contribute to that bonus. Again, this is the bonus on top of that employee's base salary. And moving on, so for those who make more than $50,000, so that is the cap for those making $50,000 or less. So for essential employees making more than $50,000, the tax credit phases out by $24 per hour for every $500 of additional income, and it completely phases out at $90,000. So the maximum tax credit is $1,440 per month per employee, meaning a full-time worker would receive up to a $1,920 monthly bonus. So again, remember, the employer is responsible for paying 25% of that bonus, which is why the total amount that they can receive is $1,920, and the government will cover $1,440 of that bonus. And let's continue on. Who would qualify for the tax credit? So as I mentioned earlier, it's really geared towards those essential workers who are out there and exposed to the pandemic every single day, risking their health. So it's not only going to be limited to healthcare professionals or limited to food processors or those working in grocery stores. They're going to look at the fact that people are exposed every single day and they're risking their health. So I recently moved and I had a DirecTV worker had to come into my apartment to connect and install everything that I need, my internet and my TV services. Especially since I'm working remotely, I do have to absolutely have internet services. So that's a profession right there that isn't named in this specific proposal, but that's something that should definitely be taken into consideration as these individuals are going into people's houses every single day and solving their issues and touching their personal equipment. So they are definitely being exposed to the virus and they're going from house to house. So that's something to take into consideration. If there are other professions that you all know, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you all are thinking. Now, the eligible employers, so in that example I gave, it would be DirecTV. If they are determined to be eligible, which they should, they would have to certify that their staff had an increased risk of being exposed to the pandemic that's going on now. So for their frontline staff that's going and doing the install, they'd have to certify that this staff member is out in the field and being exposed or potentially exposed to the pandemic going on. And with that, another thing that they would have to certify is that the employee worked at least 100 hours every month, because if they worked less than 100 hours every month, they will not be eligible for the bonus, which I don't think is completely fair. The fact is, if they are going in the field for even 1 hour, their exposure has been increased. And finally, how will employers claim the credit? So I'm just going to read this so I don't mess it up, but employers would submit a streamlined claim to the IRS using the recently created system that already advances the paid leave tax credit, and also goes on to say that Congress should also provide the IRS the authority to partner with payroll companies who may be able to more quickly advance the credit. So obviously more details need to be worked out there, and if this is passed. So this is just a proposal. Again, my personal opinion on it is I think it is a good idea to include something in the bigger and broader stimulus package that really focuses on these essential workers who are working and being exposed and exposing their families as well. They definitely deserve something, but I think it needs to be passed with something much bigger, much greater that can help the broader American public, especially those 33 million who are unemployed. It could definitely be more. These are numbers through the applications received. So there definitely needs to be more. Let me know your comments down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.